What's going on, everybody? Rod J back again. Time to take a look at another beer. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Monday night. Decided to crack one open tonight to get into, and this one is actually going to be from Evil Twin Brewing. So, many of you are probably familiar with Evil Twin. This is going to be a look at their Kiwi coconut fizz, which is not coming through as great on that cam. So let me go in and switch it to another one here for a second, and then you will be able to see this one a little better. All right, so we'll get to the top can. Well, maybe not. It's like got the green screen or something taking place here, but it's really got a green label on the background. Don't know why it's actually tripping out like it is because I am not trying to do the green screen, but yet it's trying to give me the green screen effect. So that is kind of something weird there. I just made one adjustment and maybe that actually fixed it. Let's try one more time. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see it. I basically had something clicked on I didn't realize was there. The Kiwi coconut fizz. Get a little closer, see if it zooms in on it for you. And this is actually a Berliner Weiss style ale with kiwi and coconut. Nothing really much off of that off the label. So this one is 5% ABV. Picked this one up this past weekend. You may have seen it on the unboxing video I did. And things like this, I like to drink a little bit quicker just to kind of get it in fresher with the lower ABV on it and this type of style. Shout out to Erie, who is also here, the #1 fan, my friend. Always good to see you. Glad you can make it in, girl. And that's a bright can, right? Yeah, it is. Catches your eye, though. And we got Marty in the house. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you as well. And we got Todd in the house. What is going on, Todd? Cheers, buddy. Says hello to Erie. Erie says hello back to Todd. So, yeah, this is one I picked up from Evil Twin. If you're not familiar with Evil Twin, give you a little bit of a rundown about the brewery. They were actually founded back in 2010. And I'm not going to try to say the full name of the guy that runs it. His first name, I believe, is Jeppy, but it's Jarnit and it's hyphenated and it's Swedish, and I don't want to mess up his name. So we'll just call him Jeppy. And they export to more than 35 different countries and is around 35 states in the U.S. So you can pick it up in a lot of different areas. Lost more than 30 different beers in 2016. Now I think they've surpassed that number, what they've actually done. They actually set up a location in New York City finally. They were really kind of a gypsy brewer in the beginning. This one was actually brewed down in South Carolina, down in at Westbrook Brewing. So they brewed and canned it there. Essentially, I guess they gave them the recipe and they went ahead and put it together. It is considered among the absolute elite in the world, according to medias like Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, and Untappd. They are seen as being a top brewery. And let's see, the first year, the brewery only made test batches. In 2011, the total production hit around 1,000 barrel, growing in approximately 2,500 to 3,000 barrel in 2012, and so on and so on. So they consistently started to grow up and build up a little bit more. And then it was in March of 2012, they relocated to Brooklyn. And let me see here. Jeppy also writes a travel beer blog for Munchies /Vice.com. So if you guys are on Vice and you want to find out more, you can check him out there. They also did a book in 2016 called Food and Beer about pairing with food, which I do need to do some of those kind of videos I want to do at some point. But anyway, we're going to get into this beer and kind of talk about it as well. Gilbert's in the house, says, cheers, fools. What is going on? EG, my friend. And then Todd also said what's happening as well. And EG recognized. So let's go ahead and get this baby open. The one thing that I always knock kind of Evil Twin on, because there's not much you really knock them on, is that they don't have the dates on their stuff, which I really hate along those lines. But what are you going to do? The beers are usually pretty solid, and some things you just have to accept, I guess. But I wish they would put the dates on their stuff. So for this one, we got a nice glass here for it. Got a nice A large head on it, probably about 4 finger head that's in play right now, but it looks a little darker on the camera than it actually is. It's kind of a nice golden yellow straw color, some good foaminess to the head. You get a nice kiwi aroma. You get some nice sour tartness off the nose. Everything you kind of expect to get from a Berliner Weiss is all here. That nice sour presence, of course, with Berliner Weiss being that sour style. Taste wise, ooh, it's got a nice taste to it. The coconut is kind of delayed a little bit. So you get that kiwi up front, it kind of settles into the tongue. And after about a second in, the coconut pops up, which is kind of interesting. But it's got a nice feel of the coconut. It's not overly done on the coconut. It leaves a nice flavor in the mouth. The thing I always look at on some of these sour type beers are how acidic they will be. And this one is not very acidic at all. It's got a nice, pleasant feel on the back end. Not too thin at all. You get a little bit of a syrupy like texture in there. Really slides down the throat nicely. A little bit of a feel of the carbonation there, a little bit nice bubble action, but a very easy drinking one. A nice one to be out in the back deck with the warmer weather for sure, to kick back and enjoy. And even for those that may not be the biggest coconut lovers, like our buddy Eric, not Eric Gilbert, but Eric Brenner, who you can catch here on the Beer Flow Show. He's not a huge coconut fan. This is something he could probably even enjoy. Almost has like a fizz type quality to it. If you think of something kind of like a little bit of a flattened Italian type soda, which is nice. And that's the kind of syrupy feel that I'm getting. It's kind of like the syrups they put into those type of sodas. A little bit of a puckering sensation in there. We got a shout out there to Eclectic Beer Game. Why don't I say electric? I've known Alan for how long now, but says cheers, homie. So Eclectic's in the house. Yeah, Greg's beer reviews would agree. Greg, if you haven't seen Greg's beer reviews, he's not a fan of breweries that don't put dates on things. Kind of chaps his ass, so to speak. But this is not even tasting like beer. This is like something like you're sitting at a on a beach or at a poolside somewhere on vacation, and you're just chilling at the bar. One of those like drinks you get like in the Caribbean or something. Kind of a little bit of a mojito type feel or something to it, where it's kind of just you would think if you didn't know it was a beer, it was basically like some type of mixed cocktail. It's like a perfect one for people to say, "Well, I don't like beer." You give them something like that, they wouldn't even realize they were drinking a beer. Recognize and realize, right? Todd says hello to Alan. See what else we got in the house tonight. What up? Back to Todd. Cheers, everyone. Blake's in the house. Blake TV. Alan said, "What up to Blake? EB. Coconut is tasty in a Bounty and Mounds bar." It's funny though, coconut I enjoy more in a beer than I actually do in like candy or an air type of form. I don't know, maybe just in the way that it's actually presented inside of a beer, it just becomes that much more palatable, at least for me. But this is not one you'd have a hard time finishing, as you can see. I already pulled out the poured in the whole pint can, and Going to be knocking off the rest of this glass rather easily. And at 5% ABV, you can drink it nicely and not get crazy off or anything like that. You can easily throw a couple of these down. Got that nice light to medium body on it. You get that fruitiness coming through in the taste. This is nice on Evil Twin. They make some nice beers, and like I said, sometimes you don't even think they are actually beers. Everybody giving salutations, passing it all around. So there you go. But yeah, if you've had this one before, let me know what you think of it. Again, here's a look at the can. It is the Kiwi Coconut Fizz. I'm trying to do the hand trick so it comes in a little bit better. And a Berliner Weiss style ale with Kiwi. There's no Kiki in there, and coconut. I would definitely recommend if you like a nice sour style type ale. So check it out. That's one. I don't know how long it's been out there. That is one. Like I said, I just picked up this last weekend. First time I actually saw it there, and glad I did. That being said, this was just a nice, simple, quick upload, live stream, and just sharing that beer with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. So thank you all for tuning in. And then I'm going to get some more stuff prepared to get uploaded. I've got this StreamYard thing, so now I need to use it each day or so. And thanks for everybody tuned in this past weekend. That was some fun live streams that we had. And people here, people in Canada, people over in England. So we'll definitely do some more of that this upcoming weekend. Probably on Wednesday, try to jump on Beer Chugs with the ABV. If I can get on there, it's becoming real popular. If you guys haven't checked out Beer Chugs with the ABV, make sure you check out the Beer Chugs channel. Thursday, we'll have Beer Flow and then back into the weekend again. So hopefully your Monday was a pleasant one. I'll look forward to catching up with you guys tomorrow. Cheers, and keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.